All right. Well, welcome everybody that is here so far. We're going to have a quick message from our interpreter here from Tilde so that we can get everybody situated in the correct rooms.
Thank you. Buenas tardes, noches a todos. Como siempre, los organizadores de este evento tienen la firme determinación de facilitar la comunicación bilingüe en la reunión de hoy. Mi nombre es Mojde y estoy representando la Cooperativa de Justicia del Lenguaje Tilde. Good afternoon, everybody. As you have become familiar with this now, the organizers of this event are firmly committed to facilitating bilingual communication. In today's meeting, my name is Mojde, and I'm representing the Tilde Language Justice Cooperative. Si se unió a la reunión usando su teléfono, asegúrese de entrar con el app de Zoom y acuérdese que no funciona en Chromebook. If you joined on your phone, please join on your Zoom app, and please remember that the interpretation is not available on Chromebook. Para seleccionar su canal de idioma, escoja abajo a la derecha el globito por computadora o 3 puntitos por teléfono. Seleccione interpretación español y luego picarle en finalizar. If you can click on interpretation if you're not bilingual, bottom right on the globe, if you're on a computer, or 3 dots if you're connected by phone, select English and click done at the end. A few guidelines, algunas pautas. Por favor, no hablen muy rápido. Please don't speak fast. Y por favor, hablen una persona a la vez y en un idioma por oración. And please speak one person at a time and with one language per sentence. Estos espacios se crean con el apoyo de todos. Por favor, comuniquen cualquier problema por la ventana de chat. We create these spaces with everyone's support, so please communicate any issues by chat or by turning on your volume.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. If you have any questions, you can throw them in the chat yeah, Ebony is really on it, so she can help you and we can get everybody in the right place. So I'm going to go ahead and start this meeting at 7:35 p.m. Before we have an approval of the agenda, because this little bit is not actually in the agenda, because the person that makes the agenda doesn't know that we're doing this bit. So before we approve that, the PTA board, with the little push from Natalia, the idea from Natalia, we wanted to honor one of our board members tonight for, I mean, really going over and beyond. So we made up a award. We don't really have a name for it. We could call it like Soaring Seahawk, or I don't know, Best Human Award or Most Skilled Seahawk Award. But we would really like to thank Ann Clark for all the work she's done this year. Oh my God. and she's being delivered a package right now, which is pretty awesome. So we got her a little
unmute when I'm sharing my screen.
we got her a little something to say thank you, to maybe pamper herself, because she's really given so much of her time to the PTA in the school this year, and she has really transformed our ability to communicate, to function. For me to even be present here, the amount of time she spent teaching me basic skills that I should know is truly impressive. She is constantly putting her community first and thinking about other people and how to do that in an equitable and and compassionate way. And, you know, we couldn't be more proud of her and happy to have her on our team. And everybody needs an Ann Clar. So sorry, this was a little off the agenda, but thanks, friend.
Thank you so much. I'm like weepy and teary, and I feel so flattered and honored to be working with all of you amazing folks. So thank you. I can't believe you got Mike Clar in on it.
Oh, you know I got Mike Clar in on it. We had a sneak meet on Sunday, so I could he could pick up some goodies for you. So
I'm amazed. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We all thank you. Okay, so I'm focused, and we're gonna approve the agenda as read. So everybody can take a peek, and I'll motion to approve if I could get a second.
A second.
Thanks. All right, the approval of the previous meeting minutes. We typically do that virtually online, but anybody has access to those minutes. So they have been approved. And we can pass it on to Natalia for the financial report.
Well, the financial is about the same as every month. Sustainers is always collecting the most of the funds that we have. This past month, we had most of our money going into staff appreciation and classroom startup support. So recognizing the needs that teachers had in getting back to class and all of that. So those are the numbers. Let me know if you have questions.
Thanks, Natalia. I motion to approve. I've also had more time to look over this, but if anybody wants to second or.
A second.
All right, now we're up for the principal's report.
Awesome, thank you. Well, I just want to second Ann's recognition. She's done so much, and we appreciate you. She was at school this morning, I believe. It's still like opening car doors, and she's always around delivering stuff. So thank you all that you do. PTA, I also want to just thank you guys. You know, the staff appreciation lunch from Lost Trace was wonderful. I actually had mine today, so it was excellent. And the staff really appreciated that. So it was a nice surprise to get that. And I appreciate you all doing that for us. We have had a couple weeks under our belts now. Week one was a whirlwind. You know, it's starting school for the first time in person. Mother Nature was not as kind as she could have been. And we worked through it, and we had lots of help and lots of volunteers. I have to say, after week one, you know, week two and this week have been really smooth. Buses have been amazing. Carpool and having the volunteers there helping us train our parents on getting the green check. You know, that was usually the holdup. So we have gotten everybody through very quickly, I think, and I'm really pleased with the number of car riders we have and the way that we're able to process them as quick as we can and get everybody into school safe. So hopefully you guys have noticed the improvement. And we've just had really a great couple weeks of school. Miss Flores and I are in the middle of observation cycles where we have to go in and do evaluations on our teachers. And it's been amazing to be able to go in and just see what our teachers are doing with your kids. I know you guys get to see it also, but just really proud of the staff and, you know, able to pull this thing together. And it feels really good when I'm in classrooms in person. A lot of the times I connect through the computer also because I want to see all the kids. So as I'm doing classroom visits, but just really proud of the staff. And I hope that you guys are proud of your teachers also, and that your students are getting what they need. So I don't have much more than that, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a brief update on how things are going. As always, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, my kids are coming in right now. I hope it's not making too much noise. We are going to move on to the committee chairs. So if we have anybody from advocacy that would like to speak up, go right ahead.
Christina, would you like for me to, or? I don't know where she is.
Go ahead, Demetrius. I don't have anything to say. You've been working hard.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, so good afternoon or good evening now. Advocacy Subcommittee, we are hard at work. We should be meeting soon, relatively soon, in the next couple of weeks or so, to push out the wonderful story that Ms. Flores has recorded about different disabilities. It was amazing. I hope she's on here and saw my note. So we're going to meet in the next couple of weeks to figure out how we really want to get that out to the community, to the all of the faculty and the teachers and all, to push that out to their students. But it was great. The other thing we're working on is really trying to just gear up for the fall, I guess, and where our planning goes then, and really hitting hard for disability awareness kickoff when we come back in the fall. So more to come, but we're still working hard on some of that. Oh, and the other last thing was the survey. We did a survey with the teachers, and we had only about 52 participants. So I was a little sad about that. Didn't see, I don't know, Mr. Otoski, does that seem about normal? Seems a little low to me, but nonetheless, we'll take it. And the data, this basically showed us that the teachers didn't need a whole lot of support around disabilities, communication and awareness, but maybe there is a little work that can be done in some of the areas, but we're going to take that data again and kind of analyze that and come back with a better plan to see where the needs are.
Ms. Porter, did you send that out to all staff or just certified teachers?
Well, it was just after your faculty meeting. It was after the faculty meeting in what month are we? I guess this was March, the March faculty. So
usually we're around 70, 75. So
okay. Okay, thank you. That was it for us.
Thank you. Y'all have been doing some really awesome stuff. So we're all very impressed and grateful. So thank you.
Welcome.
I do want to thank Anne as well for the supply drive and all the help around that. And so she's been working really hard to try to come up with how we can get everything that's left on that list from all the teachers. So that went really well. Thanks.
Yeah.
The rest of that stuff will be delivered on Thursday. So if you are a teacher that submitted something on the wish list, you should get an email from me or Chrissy in the next couple of days, and it'll be in the office for you to pick up. So.
Also, just to be clear, everybody, we had that list, and Anne actually shaved about $1,000 off the list by researching all these items. Y'all, I don't know. She's amazing. So
It's amazing.
Amazing. Like, and in like record time. I don't understand. I don't understand. So she's
blushing.
She's getting all the supplies, and she's found a way to do it in a way that is really affordable to everybody, to our school. So thank you, Anne. I know we have Alasa's next on the list, but Carla is actually in transit right now and she could not make the meeting. So she also said she loves Anne, but she is not here to report. So we're going to skip that one. Anybody have anything from the audit committee?
Hey, Austin, I'm here.
Hi, Brenda.
There's not Hi. There's not a lot to say with the audit committee. Everything's been pretty smooth going. Other than we're looking for a new committee chair for next year. So if anyone wants to dip a toe in there, it's a great
I
way to
just
kinda-
looked at the form today and Ms. Campbell has stepped up. So we have a
Yay.
committee chair for next year
All
for the
right.
audit committee. So yay,
So
Ms.
then we're
Campbell.
looking for someone else on the audit committee. So that's all you have.
That's awesome. And that's a perfect lead into the nominating committee. Would anybody like to, oh, sorry, communications, sorry.
I just wanted to put a call out there for communications committee to submit anything you want included. So if that's like a Southwest community member profile or business profile, if it's an event that you have coming up that you'd like to promote to the school community, just email that to either me or the PTA email address. You can find both of those on our website too, swepta.com. And yeah, that's all from that.
Great, thank you. Y'all, we have so many great people nominated and like more than we probably ever had going into a new year. And I am just thrilled about this. I'm also a little thrilled to take a back seat and be a little more behind the scenes. So would anybody from the nominating committee like to speak? We can see here, these are all the folks who have nominated themselves, been nominated. We're finding a place for everybody. I say we, I'm not on the nominating committee, but the nominating committee is definitely working really hard to make sure that everybody that wants to be a part of this has a place and can do as much or as little as they want. Everybody has a voice. Anybody want to add anything else?
I'll just add that we sent out an email, I think it was last week, with current board members and committee chairs' email addresses to the new, I think the officers in the committee. So if you guys have questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We definitely don't mind communicating because we've communicated so much this year via email. So one more email is not going to hurt us. But yeah, we're trying to make this transition as smooth as possible. Google Drives and organized folders and all types of things. So please just reach out if you have any questions.
Thanks, Ebony. Yeah, we want to make this. I think the great thing is everybody's really on board to help next year, and we appreciate that. And I think we have both co-chairs from PAC here tonight. So if they have anything that they want to chime in about.
I will. You want to go first, Erica? You want me to go?
You can go first.
Mine, and it's very quick because I didn't get myself together. We are working on establishing a core membership for the PAC committee. And so one of the things that we're going to do is send out a survey. We're trying to capture as many parents of African-American children in the school that we can. And that's kind of challenging, being some of us are in, some of us are out. And so what my goal is to have the survey done maybe by Friday. And then if I don't know who sent, I guess I could send it to the
football strap.
Okay, give me 1 second. The PTA email, and if they could send that out, and then if people can just share it with any and all parents of African-American children at Southwest. We do have a list from the last 2 meetings we had. I'm gonna send it out to them as well. But that is where we are right now, is just trying to establish a core group so that coming in the next school year, we can actually be very intentional about having some events and doing some things. So.
And during our meeting also a couple weeks ago, we came up with the idea to partner with the PTA as a whole to try and do like an end of the year event for the school. And there is, I don't know how many people are familiar with it, but you can Google it. There is a agricultural farm kind of place called UCAN in North Durham, basically. And so she actually presented at one of our PAC leadership meetings, she being the owner of the farm. And she just talked about how she really is passionate about teaching people in general, just about the land, about farming, about all things. I am not an outside farming kind of person, but all things that have to do with that. And so she, prior to COVID, and now I think since things are kind of coming along, school visits were a part of what she did. And so we thought, coming to the end of the school, the students have hung in there, the staff has hung in there, that PAC would partner with the PTA to do an end of the year event where we would work with her to have like maybe a Southwest Day. It wouldn't be organized to the point where teachers have to decide, get a count from their schools, but we'll work with her to kind of figure out how she can help us to social distance. People probably still will need to sign up just so she'll know how many people are coming. She said there's always work to do. So this is it's not like you just kind of walk and look. You come ready to work. My son has gone, and those little loofah bar, those little loofah. I don't know if you all knew, but originally I think they're black and you have to pick the seeds out. So the kids were picking seeds out. So, there are all types of things to do. So our next step is we wanted to have her maybe to come tonight because she can do more justice to her farm and everything she does than I, but she wasn't able to make it. So we're going to see if we can schedule some time off at a later date or soon to kind of talk through, share what it is she does, see if we can identify maybe a date, and then we'll bring it back to the group to say, okay, here's some of the logistics and how we can go about promoting it to the school. But I think it would be fun. And she, like I said, she can social distance people. You wear your mask. She can put people and families in different places. So we will meet with her offline to kind of work through the logistics on that.
Erica and Jessica, one thing that I just realized as you're talking, because I made that little poll for us to figure out when we could meet to talk about PAC PTA, I realized I didn't send that email to her, and we need her in that conversation.
Well, what I was going to do is see what worked for us, and then I would see if it would work for her. So that's one way to do it. And then I think also, this is kind of on a side note. I don't know if you were going to bring it up, Austin, or anybody, but you probably recognize that there are 2 Erica Lewises on the call. So I changed mine. I put my middle initial because we'll have to figure out how to, when you call Erica, which one you're talking to, because we spell it the same way too. So I'm Erica D. I'm happy to be Erica D, but just wanted to acknowledge that you all aren't like seeing double. You are seeing double names, but we are 2 different people. So we have 2 Erica Lewises. Hey, Erica.
Very exciting.
And our sons actually played soccer together a couple of years ago, so we know each other.
We do. I just changed my name too, so that doesn't look like we're the same person.
Well, we're glad to have you both here. Great. So I think that's awesome, and I look forward to meeting with this group and seeing what we're gonna do at the farm. I think our next is the Spirit Committee. If anybody wants to talk about that, I think we have some food happening soon.
Well, of course, the fundraiser at Chipotle is next week from 5 to 9. And that's all I have for mine.
Oh yeah, thanks, LaDonna. And I think we added, because Ebony works at Bricks. Ebony, I don't know if you want to talk about it. You don't have to.
I can. So my bricks is off of Highway 55. The address is Cary, but it's literally like 12, 13 minutes from school. It's no hassle. You literally just come in, eat, say you're from Southwest, and we donate, I think it's $4 for every adult entree and $1 or $2 for every kid entree. I had brought it up a few years ago because I've been there for a really long time, but we were worried about the distance. But Parkwood just had one about 3-4 weeks ago and they raised $292. So I figured, why not pitch it? If you guys want to do it, we can. My manager said he has Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays the last 3 weeks in May. So there's no date constrictions, but it's really up to you guys if you want to do it. There's nothing extra that really has to be done.
I mean, I'm all for doing it because, I mean, the worst that can happen is that we don't make much money, right? I mean, so what if we looked at one of those dates that last week in May, since we have something going on the second and third week of May, and the last week, you know, everybody's going to be done, ready to get out of school, and maybe getting takeout would be nice. I don't know. Anybody have any thoughts?
I like that idea.
Thanks, LaDonna.
I did too.
Yeah, I
think that's
agree.
great.
And I think the last week of May is Memorial Day. So people, if they're doing anything, they're not going to want to cook when they get back either. So, yeah.
I think that's great. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that it's kind of okay if maybe we just pick one of the dates that last week, one of those days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You want to say Thursday? Great, let's say Thursday. If y'all hate that idea, write it in the chat. All right, thanks, Ebony. I don't know why I turned my mic off. SIT committee, anybody have anything, any updates from the school improvement team? I don't think so. Okay. Staff appreciation, that the committee chair for the rest of the year, that committee position is open if anybody wants to step into it. We just were able to give all of the staff at Southwest a Los Tres meal voucher. So they got to get a free meal from Los Tres, which is a Southwest family. So just keep that in mind if anybody wants to jump into that. I know we're kind of late in the game, but it's up for grabs. Oh, next is sustainers. That's me. Nothing major to report here. We're still doing some stuff. The teacher projects have slowed down, which is very normal this time of year. But we've done some really great stuff, and I know that Miss Willingham has a bunch of things that she needs to update and you know, just refresh. So that's going great. Brenda May might take that over. So super excited about that. I'll be in the back to help. So that's it for committees, I think, y'all. We have discussion, general comments. One thing that we had added to the scoop was a community comment section. We don't typically get a lot of feedback with, you know, people don't often email us, but maybe we thought having a community comments section would be an opportunity for people to say, like, I don't know, my Girl Scout troop is selling cookies at Harris Teeter on Friday, or I really love walking my dog. I don't know, whatever people want to say. We're just trying to encourage people to have a voice, and we're trying to figure out ways to do that. So if you have any thoughts on that, or if you hate that idea, you know, let us know. right now I say, let's keep it, but if anybody has opposing views on that, speak up. It won't hurt my feelings.
Austin, the only thing I want to add to that is that a note to say that the comments will not be anonymous, right? Everybody will put their names, stand behind what they say.
Yes, that is, yes. Yeah, we're not just opening it up for a free for all. We gotta own our words. So, okay, well, let us know. You can email us if you hate that idea, or if you want to add something to it. I am gonna let Anne take over the standing rules section because she's much better with details and rules than I am. So, yeah, she's gonna handle this part.
This part is really boring, y'all, and I'm sorry about it. So we voted as a board back in October to adopt the standing rules that the NCPTA sort of gave out to different chapters so that they could amend it to be specific to their local chapter. So now, all these months later, I have finally updated the generic document from NCPTA to have the following details about SWEPTA. So I listed out the things that I changed. You can have access to the generic document if you're interested in that, as well as the full document that I updated with our details. Just email me and I'm happy to send that over to you. It'll also be on the website. Basically, the things that I updated are that this chapter elects only one vice president. We have our regular board meetings are held on the second Tuesday of the month at 6:30 or 7:30. We have 5 general membership meetings in September, November, January, March, and May. Our annual dues are $8, and we established PAC, ALAS, Communications, Spirit, Staff Appreciation, and Sustainers as standing committees, which means the chairs of those committees have a vote on the board. And we also have no special committees established at this time, and we bank at SunTrust. All the rest of it is just the stuff from the NCPTA about the details of each office position that goes in conjunction with the bylaws from the PTA. Like I said, it's really boring, but it does require a voice vote by the board. So to approve it as it's written, you can always update it next year. The new board can amend it and update it to have a different time for their meetings or day for their meetings, to have different committees established. It's always up for changing with the changing of the board. So because it has to be official though, I do have to call like a roll call vote for the board and do a voice vote. So if anybody has any questions, let me know that, and I'm happy to answer any that I can, and then I'll start the roll call vote.
And do you have to get everybody to say yay, or do you just have to get somebody, if anybody needs to say no?
I think for this one, you do have to do the yay.
Okay.
But I'm happy to do it the way we've been doing it all year if everyone feels comfortable with that, which is only the nays speak up.
I mean, really, it's only nays would be the ones saying nay. Anyways, I'll just say yay. I'm fine with this.
Okay, LaDonna?
Yay.
All right. Ebony?
Yay.
Carla is not here. I'm a yay. Natalia?
Yay.
Is Hillary Bruce here? No. Sumitras?
Yay.
Chrissy?
Yay.
Brenda?
Yay.
Jessica?
Yay.
Erica D?
Yay.
Awesome, the yays have it. And my boring part is over.
Thank you, Anne. See, we love her. I think the next thing might be if Mr. Iraldo, oh no. Am I, sorry, I think I printed out maybe the first version of the agenda.
There was a last minute change, so he'll be presenting at the next meeting.
Great. Okay, so here are our announcements, everybody. Board of Education monthly meeting, April 22nd at 6:30. Y'all, our last PTA meeting of the year is May 11th. It's at 6:30, so it's an earlier one. And because we just can't stop, we have scheduled another workshop with Shift and See, a gender inclusivity workshop. And this will also, like everything else, have interpretation. It should last an hour. And we really, really, really want, staff has so much going on and the teachers have so much going on, but it would be awesome if we can get a lot of our community there, or at least to watch the recordings that we put on the YouTube channel. I think this is a pretty important topic right now. So, well, all the time, but yeah, so that's happening May 18th at 6:30. I think that's it for my announcements.
That's everything on the agenda. So if anybody, I guess,
Did
has
Mr.
any
Iraldo
general
want to,
comments.
he didn't want to
Not
speak
tonight.
at all? No? Oh, okay. Sorry, no pressure. All right.
It's not that no pressure, it's that I don't have the opportunity to talk to admin to see what we can do in order that we can do what I want to do. So I want to make sure that I have the opportunity to talk to Rotowski before I say something that is not right.
Yeah, no, talk to him first. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, does anybody have anything that they want to open up or talk about before we end? And, I know everybody's tired, but don't be afraid to say something, and we can work on something at a later date if you want to voice a concern.
I have a quick question, Austin, that Ebony just asked me actually in the chat. How did the book fair turn out?
I'm actually not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have, like the last one, they took a few weeks to let us know what the final count was. I feel a little like this one didn't run quite as smoothly as the other one. There were a lot of blips.
So Austin, I unmuted myself because I was kind of hoping that would come up. Hi, Anne. I wanted to thank you ladies, first of all, for all of your work with that. But I also wanted to point out to you that when the book fair happened, all of a sudden we were all going back to school.
Yeah.
And it really, when I spoke to children about it and even parents about it, who, were just stopping in to say hello to classrooms virtually, it wasn't that they didn't want to be, it was like they were so overwhelmed. So it was really just timing, but I can't be more grateful. And, anything that we do get if it comes my way, it's going to go towards the free book fair. So, that's whatever it is, it's going to be a blessing. And please know that your efforts did not go unappreciated. It was just timing.
Thank you. And I totally agree. We had honestly, doing the second book fair was because we did it pretty successfully that first time. And it was just going to be any kind of bonus money for the school. And I appreciate your understanding, because there were a few bumps there, but I know that anything that we get is positive. And we'll see how next year shakes out. It's all going to be different again.
The cup is always half full with that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's never half empty. And, you know, we're walking away blessed anyway. And mostly because you cared enough to do it, even at the most stressful time of the school year. I mean, literally the rug was kind of ripped out from underneath you all in the middle of something big. So your efforts did not go unappreciated by me, or I know the kids and families. So
Thank you.
love you both. That's all I wanted to
Oh.
say about it.
We love you and happy belated birthday.
Oh, it's cool. I'm 21 again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Miss Suchek, I wanted to mention to you too, we were going to donate the t-shirt funds that we raised from our last round of t-shirts to your free book fair as well. And so we were able to raise almost $300 for that.
Wow.
So you'll be getting that from us too. So just keep us in the loop about how we can support you as you're putting that together.
Well, when I went back to school, you have to remember, I it had been quite a while since I had been in my office. I need to close the door so my husband doesn't hear this. But I think I might really be a book hoarder, because there are so many books for the free book fair that I have hoarded into my office. I can barely move in some sections of it. So we have a good foundation, but we don't have enough for like what we usually do. So anything I can get, and we can talk about it, you know, when it gets closer to Book Harvest contacting me about their contribution. So thank you, ladies, for everything.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. And thanks for coming. I know a lot of the staff, you know, you attend at least one meeting, but I do see a lot of faces that I've seen consistently this year. And I think that's really awesome. And we really appreciate y'all being here, because it is the Parent Teacher Association. And we just really love our Southwest community. So, so thanks everybody for showing up. And I think we can adjourn this meeting at 8:13 p.m. That's pretty good. We covered a lot. So well done, everybody. You're off the hook for the evening. So go enjoy yourself.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank y'all again for this over the top sweetness.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you to light that candle.
I didn't open it all the way. I'm going to open it now.
Well,
oh my gosh.
And thank you. And thank you guys for all that you do. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing.
Thank you. Oh my God. And your cute dog.
I know.
Yeah. We just got her 3 days ago. So yeah.
How old?
Yeah.
How old is she?
8 weeks. Yeah.
Cute.
She's like a little fuzzball. I wish I could bring her into school for the kids to see.